What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. Yes, we are. We're sitting at 63.35K, $63,370 right now, and fluctuating. The question at hand is the same as it was yesterday, the day before, is this the low? It certainly suffices for a low. It fits the bill, in my opinion. If we take this relative low here to, I don't know if it would be this high, maybe it's that high. We bounced off an expected area for support. We just haven't done enough to the upside. We haven't moved up enough to convince me personally that that is the low, right? We're still in the grounds for possibilities of moving lower, right? We are completely capable of being in this channel still, right? We're at the top of it now. Is it a good time to get into the markets? Arguably, no. I would wait, as much sense as this makes or doesn't make, it would be better to wait for higher prices to get that kind of confirmation that we are breaking out of this. But regardless of what happens from here, whether we continue to climb or we do reject, which I would expect that we do reject and we go down, whatever happens from here, even a breakout to the upside does not mean we're going up to new all-time highs. It could mean that, but generally speaking, we are very boring after the halving. And I've gone over this so many times, you guys, so many times. We're going to do it again, right? This is just, it's like the basics of Bitcoin market cycles here, okay? Maybe that'll be the title. You'll see the title will be like, this is the part where he got it from, the basics of Bitcoin market cycles here, without the here. 2012, in November 28th, 2012, that was the first Bitcoin halving, okay? And it looks like we just kept going up, straight up. The next month, December was a 7.5% month, but I would argue that we essentially moved sideways. We didn't really do much. A less than 10% month of growth for Bitcoin is really a neutral month, in my opinion, so we moved sideways. And then the next month, 51%, then we broke out. So sideways for about a month after the halving, okay? 1 month. If we go to the next halving, it was July 9th, 2016 here. We found our high back in June, so really we were moving down going into the halving for 1 month, and then we moved sideways for 1, 2, 3 months. We didn't really break out till the 4th month, right? 30% here, 6% there. I would say anything less than 10% is a neutral month. This was 14%, but you're still in this range, right? You're still relatively in this range with this month. So I would say you really didn't break out till this month, but tomato, whatever, maybe you broke out on this month. However you want to look at it, it was at least 1, 2, 3 months, if not potentially 4, 5 months, if you're looking at it like I would. So 3 to 5 months. The first time it was 1 month, 3 to 5 months before Bitcoin started gearing up again and seeing new all-time highs, right? And technically here, it didn't see a new high, at least a relative high, until that 5th month went by. So 1 month, 3 to 5 months, I'm going to say 5 months, but depending on how you want to look at it, I could see it being 3 months, arguably. The next halving that we had was here in May of 2020. I think it was May 11th or something like that. I forget. But this month, we moved sideways for a month. The next month, we did pump up 24%, but really, we continued to move sideways. It didn't really break out until, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. So debatably here, again, we have that 1 month kind of lull, and then the next month we pumped, or it could be, looked at overall as like a 5 month kind of still stuck in this grand range that we were in, right? I don't know, however you want to look at it. The point being is that the halving just happened in April last month, right? This month that we're in right now, I would not expect to be too exciting. We have 26 days and 22 hours left in the month of May. However high we go, and in fact, I would even say the higher we do go, the likely we will pull back by the end of the month, and probably vice versa for going down. The lower we go, we'd probably pull back up for the end of the month as well. I don't expect May to be an exciting time. Emotions are running rampant. There are all kinds of articles going on, with the media talking about the ETF that got approved in Japan, for, was it Ethereum or Bitcoin or both or whatever. The halving just happened. We've got ETFs. We've got all this. I mean, you type in, let's just look it up right here, Bitcoin, or maybe even crypto, but we'll go to news. Bitcoin's price recovery. I don't know. drive BTC to 70K 13 hours ago. This one is the most bearish looking or sounding one. Let's see. I don't know. Sounds bullish. I don't know if that's good or bad. Yeah, it's just a clickbait title. Bullish. Bullish. It's all about block, I guess. Greener mining is coming, bullish. Warns national security chiefs about crypto mining. Hits an all-time low, but here's who is still thriving. Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty good, actually, whenever profitabilities hit lows. That means we are getting toward the end of it normally. The end of this, like, lull. But we're not, I don't think we're anywhere near it. You know, that, I don't know. Speaking about things I don't know too much about. It seems as if the news is predominantly bullish. That's all I'm trying to say. Before I got all caught up in all that, it seems like the news is bullish, right? And there's all these things going on. Emotions are high. People are excited. And we're sitting here at 63.3K right now, and people are thinking the low is in. Well, here's the deal. The low could be in. That really could be the low right there. But that doesn't mean that it's time to go higher. We've still got the rest of this month and potentially even months after this before we start moving up again. And I will admit that for a while, for the past like few weeks, I've been saying that it would be sometime in August, if not the earliest, it would be July before we start moving up again, right? Something like that out there. And when I say start moving up, I mean above this high. We can move up from the current price, but before we move up, sometime over here, I will concede that it could be earlier than I was anticipating. It could be earlier, but still earlier. I might say June. June at the earliest would be, when we could start to look to break these highs, which would mean sometime, we'd still have over a month to go. And I doubt it would be the early phase of June. And it might not even be June at all. It very well could be July, August. It could even be September before we see new all-time highs. All I'm trying to say is, regardless of if it's a month or 3 months from now, times are going to be boring. While everybody's emotions are jacked and running high, that we have this lower high about us in this consolidation range here, that we've found a low and had a nice recovery, rather immediately off of it with no volume, I might add, no volume at all. But let's see if that's true on Binance. Yeah, so you've got less volume coming up than you did going down, but that's okay. I'm just saying I'm not convinced that this is the low yet. So I wonder if and when we do pull back, if there will be some kind of panic in the markets. People might capitulate. We might get that huge scam wick that Bitcoin is prone to on these big sell-off moments, throughout its history. And then we recover, and then we just kind of float sideways for a little bit, and then we start to move up, sometime next month or the month after. And even if we do move up, that doesn't mean that we're breaking above all-time highs. I don't know. I'm beating a dead horse with this one, but I feel like I went off track. I went off track a little bit with the news stuff here. I kind of ran out of thoughts or ideas as far as like stories that are coming up. There was one thing that I wanted to say, and I can't remember it, but that's okay. Long story short, you guys, it's the same old, same old. Bitcoin is going to be boring. Buckle up. Don't get excited on these moves up. Get excited for the moves down, okay? Those are the times to buy. If you buy here, that's okay. It's, none of this is financial advice, but if you buy here, if you buy the pumps, whether it's for Bitcoin or for whatever crypto you have your eyes on, if you're buying the pumps, please do not sell the dumps. Please do, and I'm not a financial advisor. You do what you want. If you want to buy up here, and then once it dumps, you want to sell down here, cool. But really what you should do is you should be like, I bought here, damn it. This is the price I should have bought at. And when you think that this is where I should have bought, like if I didn't buy up here, I would have probably bought down here, then why would you sell? Oftentimes when you panic sell, you are literally panic selling at a point where if you stopped and thought about it, it would be an area to buy. It would actually be a better area to buy. It's an area it's an area that makes you feel like, damn it, I bought at the wrong point in time. So we panic sell. It doesn't make any sense. Why do you feel that way when it's the perfect time to buy? to sell, to panic sell, because you bought up here. You made a poor choice up here. Don't make a poor choice down here. It will come back, and it will do everything that you thought it will do. It's just going to take more time. And perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps these lows hold. Perhaps we form some kind of higher low and we start to move up sooner, you know, however it looks. But I do genuinely believe, you guys, that we've got lower prices to go for BTC. Probably around 55 to 52K, and that's my best guess. So I'm just going to end it there. Nothing really too new to talk about. Yeah, I think that's enough, man. Let me see. Let me get this going. Play the music, and then look at the 4 hour. You did reject, but hey, man, you recovered. You did recover. Playing it tricky here, BTC. Not a lot of volume as you're slowly climbing up. I just don't like it. It doesn't look good to me. It doesn't look healthy. Very, like, look at that, right? You put it online with this high. You literally tied up this high. Look at how much higher your RSI is. Well, you're working harder. Look at it this way, right? You're showing stronger readings, which means you're working harder and you're getting the same results whenever you were working less hard, right? That's not normally a good thing. That's why they call that hidden bearish divergence. So likely you will go down. I'm wondering, let's just see. Yeah, I mean, how I like to use this, you know, if you reject your 50, but you're above the green line, the 123, that normally marks a perfect area to sell. Like if you were trading BTC, this would actually be the point where me personally, if I was like leverage trading, I would go short on it, or just day trading in general might be a good time to short. But I'm not leverage trading. None of that's financial advice. I haven't done a leverage trade in a little bit of time now, you guys. So that's just kind of some old rules that I've developed for myself over the years, man, over the years. But this would be a kind of nice setup. There's more than just the RSI saying that, you know. I think we tipped we're in the 61869 zone here. Yeah. Tipped the 786 close above the 69. Got to say that's an impressive little bit here on the first bout. But let's just see what you do. Let's see what you do over the coming days. There really is hope to hold this 60K level, but if you can't do that, if you can't hold 60K, likely you will see 54K to 52K, and that's all I got to say. So if you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. The daily RSI looks terrible still. A little bit more encouraging after yesterday's close, but still terrible. Convince me, Bitcoin, convince me, BTC, that this is your low. You'll convince me if you can break this 886 area. If we can get above about 66K, I'll be convinced. I would be convinced for sure, but we're close. I would say, you know, we're closer. We're at 63.2K right now. We are closer to 66K than we are 54K, and yet I'm more confident in that 54 to 52K area, technically 55 to 52K area. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.